This is my take on Purrely for Genesys Format. For the standard 100-point system, let's jump into it. Starting with the main deck, I have 1 copy of White Cat, and 2 copies of Black Cat, 3 copies of Dawn Angel Camby, which is just a free tutor for any of our Purrely names, making it a great turn 1 starter, 3 copies of Brow Huntsman of Dark World. Purrely spells forces to discard, so pitching a Brow will just grant us a free draw. And along with that, I also play 1 copy of Shadow Beasts. But Brow is better because he's now once per turn, unlike the Shadows. Then I have 3 copies of DD Crow, 1 Droll and Lockbird, and 1 Kurikara Div Incarnate. The one-off Kurikara and Droll are because they're level 1s, and work with a great card in my side deck. But that's it for the monsters. For the spells, I have 3 copies of Pretty Memory, 3 copies of Happy Memory, 3 copies of Delicious Memory, 2 copies of Sleepy Memory, 3 My Friend Purrely, and 2 copies of Stray Purrely Street. The reason for these ratios are because Stray Purrely Street and Sleepy Memory cost points, as well as the White and Black Cats, thus we have to make some concessions in our deck building. 3 copies of Ultimate Slayer, 3 copies of Radiant Typhoon Vision, and 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. That's it for the spells, and for the traps, just 2 copies of Leap. Leap is our rank up, which allows us to make Noir in the opponent's turn. And I'm playing 2 copies because it's actually pretty good to draw. And Genesys games can be quite grindy, so having 2 for the grind game can be nice. Then for the extra deck, I have 1 copy of Recital Starling, A Way to Search DD Crow, 1 Sylvan Princess Sprout, 1 Robin, 1 Plump, 2 Beauty, 2 Happy, 1 Noir, 1 Valon, 1 Big Noir, 1 Seuss, 1 Aggregator, 1 Malong, and 1 Packbit. That is it for the extra deck. For the side deck, I have 3 copies of Wararth Dao, 3 copies of Dark Ruler No More, 3 copies of XYZ Encore, 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, and 3 copies of Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. That is it for the deck profile. Make sure to watch the full in-depth video linked below.